In order to cut that channel for the water pipe for upstairs, I've got this machine here, which is a wall chaser. It's only a really basic one. It's a Screwfix Special, but I've had it for a while and it does a really good job. I know people have complained about it because this aperture just inside there tends to block up if you get lumps in it. But what I've done is I've very slightly modified it by cutting out a bigger hole inside, and it works really well. So you've got two diamond blades here, adjustable width with spacers. So you open this up and depending how you put the spacers, it does up to about, I think about 30 millimeters wide by 40 millimeters deep. Adjustable depth here, but I've got this set to 25 by 25. So I'll put you back up there on the tripod and we'll get cracking. Cooker. Let's turn it off. This is the cooker. This will be the cooker switch. It's going to come down here and across to here. So we're going to have a socket, double socket here. One for the hob, because even though it's gas, it still needs electric igniter, and one for the oven, which will be electric. We'll have a single fridge socket here. So what's going to happen is this one has to come down here, across, down here and across here, like that. This is the last part of the ring main, which will come down here, go across here. I've got to put 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes, 5 boxes in. This is the this will be a switch for the light pelmet, which I don't know why I've done. Oh, I know why I've done that, because this has, see, there's an arrow there saying down. This switch actually has to come down. This switch will be in line with the tiling, because I've marked right from here, which is the height of the worktop. I've marked the height of the tiling, 102 millimeters spacing, okay? And what I want is that pelmet switch dead in the middle. I don't want it up or down. That's the idea. I want it dead in the middle of the 2 courses of tiles. So that's why these two aren't in line. And the little arrow there saying come down, because this has got to come down a bit. All part of my OCD. if these weren't in line, I would be really really annoyed about it all. So it's all in the planning, you know, because making a hole in the wall is dead easy and putting the tiles on the wall is dead easy, but the planning of where to put that hole in the wall, that's the tricky bit, okay? So I think I was going to do all the chasing at one time, but seeing as I'm here with the hoover and everything, I think I'll get the breaker and take out these channels. And then everything will be ready, okay? Catch up with you. As we were. Hammer only. Square up, hammer only. I didn't film any more of that because it was very, very dusty, very noisy, but all the cables are in now, so let me show you. Here we are. So we've got two boxes which will be underneath the worktop, one for the cooker and hot oven and one for the fridge. And above here we've got the cooker switch, and over there we've got a double socket, and here is the switch for the under cupboard lighting on the wall cabinets. So I've got some, that was a job getting that one in, because this is 10mm square up here, and it's in the wall between the inner and outer wall brickwork. So that bit's done for now. I've got to put two more channels in across here. Let me go and show you while we're here. I've got to put a channel in here. This is upstairs water pipe, so I've got to channel that in. And then while I'm there, I'm going to put another channel alongside, and we're going to have a double socket down there. So we'll have one double socket. And then over here, there's a bit of a mess going on with some of the cabling up there. So I'm going to move it over here, put a channel down there, and then put a socket there. So the bed, they'll have a socket either side of the bed, which is handy. Okay, so let's crack on. Empújalo más. Más así. Más así. Y empújalo. ¿Quieres? ¿Quieres que lo haga? Ok, dámelo.
Es muy pesado para mí.
Sí, yo sé. There we are. Okay. I think I need to make her madder, so I need to make her madder so that she can put more force into it. ¿Te abbiamo? We had another delivery this morning of plasterboard, so we've got a dozen sheets there now. And over here we've got the drain filled as much as we can go. I'll show you. We've got that filled as much as we can go up to the unions there, because we need that to connect further on. So that's all done. Dile hola. Hello. No tanto. Intenta. Intenta.
Tengo frío el culo.
Ya, perfecto. Amor, usa el matriz como estás enojada. Perfecto.
Pero no se trata de quitar todo eso, sino aquí nomás.
Sí, solo el superficie, como hasta 10 milímetros. I'm just putting a power supply in for the ventilator. So this is 4-core cable, and we've just pulled it through, and we've got a loop here, because there's going to be an isolator switch, which will be like that. There's going to be an isolator switch in the wardrobe, and we're just going to make a hole here now. I'm not sure where, but we're going to make a hole up here, because this is up to here is the shower. So I'm going to just put a hole in the ceiling now, and we can fit the cable down, and that'll be that. Another job done. Okay. Hopefully this is in the right place. I have measured a couple of times. As you can see, we've got a couple of errors there. I hope this is right enough. Oh, hang on. Get this on driller. There we are.
El molde de las arepas. Uy, hay unos cables arriba.
That's fine, that's perfect. Okay, let's give you a quick progress update. You've seen that already. This one here, you've seen that already, but what else we got? Put this cable in here now. That's all fitted in, that's in there. Ready for the switch plates to be put on. I've got a new cable in there. New socket down there, which will be at the bedside. There is cable here, but it's all dead. It's all been chopped off up there, so there's nothing up there. And I've joined the ring main on completely now, so we've now got a complete ring main again. And last thing we did today was I had a little bit of sand left over, so I've just filled in some of these channels in the floor because we're going to be putting the plasterboard on the ceiling very soon, and we need the space. We've emptied. Oh, that's the other thing we've done. We've emptied the workbench back into the other room. That's what we've done. So that's it for today. I'm going to go home now because Madam's feeling a bit cold now. So we're going to go home. Come back tomorrow morning. Well, we're going to start putting the plasterboard up on the ceiling here, but I've discovered we've got a slight problem, which I'll show you now. These supports are all held on these joist hangers, but if you look at the hangers, they double over the wood at the bottom. So they're not flush. You see there's a bit of a gap. If I put a bit there, it's very wobbly, whereas we need it flat like that. So if you see, there's a bit of a problem there because these are all hanging down. And some of these, okay, I could bend these, but it still doesn't make any difference because there's nails hanging down and everything. So if we were to put the plasterboard up, it wouldn't really be flat like that. So I've come up with a solution. We're going to cut some timber and just place it in between here. Just nail it on very lightly so that we've got, these are packed out so that these won't affect the flatness of the plasterboard, if you know what I mean. I might not be explaining it very well, but I'll show you once it's done, and you might, if I'm not explaining it very well, let's do it first anyway. And so I'm going to get the saw set up, and we've got some offcuts of wood here, which I got out the skip the other day, and we'll crack on. she just puts a couple of little tacks in before she puts it up, so that you can do it all one-handed. So we've got a couple of little tacks in there. See, only panel pins. And then here we go. That goes up there in between the two pieces of metal. So there we are. As you can see, that's the problem we're alleviating. Okay, it'll only take half an hour to do that, and it will make the job so much easier when we come to do the plasterboard. Now we're only putting these in with panel pins because the plasterboard screws are going to go through. Oh, just tell me to get out of the way. Don't stop a woman when she's working. The plasterboard screws will go through that and into the batten above, so the panel pins are only just to hold it in place for now until we get the plasterboard up. But here she goes. Just a really quick measure, it doesn't have to be very accurate, just with a little mark, pencil mark. It doesn't have to be accurate at all, it can be half an inch short. This is something I've wanted to do for a long time. These are smoke matches, which they're not normal matches, but they give off a lot of smoke when you light them for checking flues or pipes or anything like that. Mostly used with wood burning stoves, but we're going to use it today to see exactly where this goes. Now, they are a bit damp, so what I've done is I've just attached that with a little bit of tape, and I'm going to light it with this because the end which lights is a bit damp and it won't light. So we're going to try it with this, and then we're going to see where the smoke goes. Oh, well, I think there's some smoke definitely going up there. It's just not lighting because the wood's a little bit damp. No. It's like a joss stick. You actually have to get the wood alight for the other bit to go with it. It just doesn't want to light. What I think we'll do is we'll take these home, put them on the radiator overnight, and we'll try it again. But there's definitely a very strong updraft there. So the only thing is, I don't know where it comes out. Does it come out in the loft space or somewhere outside? I don't think I've seen anything on the roof, like a vent or anything. So be interesting to see where it comes from. Okay, so that was a bit of a damp squib, wasn't it? Literally. We'll try again next time. What I'm going to do first is just make a little shelf here. Gosh, just like Blue Peter. If you remember Blue Peter. Oh, that doesn't want to stick now. Okay, that'll do. The matches didn't work yesterday, so we've got these.
¿Qué es eso?
Which are smoke cartridges. I think what you do is you just basically light it and hang on a minute, just rearrange that a little bit so I can actually get some access in there. I think you just light it and pop it on there. What's it say? Ignite top with a flame. Oh, there we go. Couldn't be simpler than that. Okay. Oh yeah.
¡Eh!
Oh, no!
¡Rápido, rápido!
Oh.
¡Uy!
Well, they're good.
No.
Okay, let's go outside and have a look. Vamos afuera, amor. Vamos afuera.
No
Well,
sé.
because of the fact that the sky is grey and the smoke is grey, if we'd have done it yesterday with that lovely blue sky, you'd have seen it. But it is actually coming out. The wind is behind us, so the smoke also is going the other way. So, but I can assure you, it's coming out of there pretty good.
¿Ya?
Okay.
¿Ya?
Well, I think we can call that a success. So, mystery solved as to the mystery pipe, okay? So, that's about it for now. If you like this, as usual, please give me a like. And we'll talk to you next time, alright? Bye for now.